Hey guys, happy hump day. So I'm coming at you here with another little vlog because I told you that I would. It's not a chatty car vlog. I have a little bit of a different background here, sorry. Literally junk cabinets behind you, and there's Harley. He's not swimming around so you can't see him. He's in there, he's alive, I promise. Just gave him some bloodworms, so he just ate betta fish or carnivore, so we have some little pellets, but we also have some little bloodworms, so you can have him some meat. I know that probably sounds worse than it is. It's really just like dried little bitty worms, I guess. Little bitty baby worms. Looks like little twigs, really. Anyway, so yeah, I just put some of those in there because I just got home from work a few minutes ago. I actually did a chatty car vlog, but I was fussing with the visor so much, and like half of me was shaded and the other half of me was like ghost white, so I was like, yeah, this is just not working, so I decided I would redo it. So here I am. I really probably should have called my grandmother to get an update on my uncle before I started this, but I didn't. So let me just say that I was incorrect when I told you guys that he was having his surgery on Labor Day. I didn't think that made much sense. He actually had his heart surgery today, and I have not yet got an update, so I'm hoping and praying everything went well. He was supposed to have his surgery in Jackson today at UMMC, and then he will go home, hopefully, if everything goes well and he's doing well, on Saturday, but he's not going to be able to do much for himself for the first little bit. I don't know for how long exactly, but he's going home and my aunt will be there to care for him, and I think he's going to be out of work for close to 2 months, though, all total. So he's going to be down and out for a little bit. They went in to repair a valve that wasn't opening and closing correctly, and I guess we thought at first it wasn't really hurting him, and we were like, if it hasn't bothered you in 63 years, leave it alone. But apparently it was causing some issues, so they did go in there to fix that. And also there was an artery that they were going to repair. They were supposed to be taking a vein from somewhere around his heart to repair this, so that's the reason for the long recovery time, I think. I may have some of this wrong, so don't quote me on any of it. But regardless, thanks for the prayers. Please keep them coming, and I will update you guys soon. And don't forget that my stepdad, Richard, has the procedure coming up this Friday morning, I think at 9 a.m., where they're going to shock his heart to stop it and then restart it, praying that goes well. There's no issues there. It restarts with no problems, and they can get it back in rhythm, which is what they're attempting to do. So yeah, I will update you guys on that afterwards as well. Maybe not like right afterwards, but maybe sometime over the weekend I'll try to remember to get back on here and do a quick video. But I came on here to tell you, I wanted to make sure that I talked to the persons I needed to talk to and kind of get some info so I could come back and tell you this news that I wanted to share with you all. So I found out on, I think it was maybe the 18th of August, my little brother called me and told me that his girlfriend had taken a pregnancy test and came back positive. So Christian and Jennifer are expecting, and they went to the doctor today. It's the first doctor's visit, and she thought she was going to be right at 8 weeks today when they went, and she was pretty spot on. She is 8 weeks and 3 days, which puts the due date as of right now, if the timing and everything's right, like the doctor thinks it is, like I said, if they're at 8 weeks and 3 days, it puts her due date at April 12th. And my first thought when they said that was, oh Lord, bless this child, because it's going to be somewhere between Andrea and Justin, because Andrea's birthday is April 3rd and Justin's is April 22nd, and this kid's going to be smack dab in the middle. So I said, oh Lord, oh Lord. No, I'm kidding. Andrea and Justin know that I love them, so I was just making a joke. But so anyway, that's the due date, but you know that can vary, obviously. It can come a little early, a little late, whatever. Or the timing may, later on they might say, oh, well, actually you're, this far along or this far, whatever. But as of right now, 8 weeks and 3 days, so please continue to pray that pregnancy goes well and they have a healthy, safe pregnancy and there's no issues or complications or anything like that, and the baby and mom stay healthy. So when Christian called me, he called me because he had just found out. He had only told his dad, and he only told his dad because his dad happened to be at the same place he was when Jennifer called and told him that she had taken the test and it came back positive. And Christian said he was kind of in shock and kind of nervous, freaked out, and, excited. Basically all the emotions you can imagine when you get this news. But he told me that he wanted to call me because he knew that I was probably one of the few family members that would actually truly be there for him and be supportive. And he said he remembered a conversation we had after I went through all of my health issues back in 2016. Some of you know that I ended up having both of my ovaries removed when I went in for surgery back in June of 2016. So, of course, because of that, I will never have my own children. And I'd always told him that, I joked with him, but was kind of serious too. I was like, you need to find you a nice, sweet girl who's not going to be a snob and be a butthead. Somebody that I can get along with. And, when y'all have children, I can be an active aunt, have a part in your lives. Because, this is not a video to, bash on my older brother, but they have a very active social life and busy in their church and school and everything else they got going on. So I just do not get to see my nephews as often as I would like. And I see them on major holidays. I'm fortunate enough to go to some sporting events that, they're involved in, things like that. I have been able to see them grow up, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as, I guess, hands-on as I would prefer. And you can't control what other people do, with their own time in their life. They have activities and trips and events and things planned, so that's just kind of the way it works. But I know with Christian, I feel like I could be more active, more hands-on, and it was kind of funny because, I told him, I said, well, I'll definitely be there and everything, and we had a nice conversation. Then I got off the phone with him, and then I was telling Andrea about it in like a little Marco Polo app we have. We can do little video chats back and forth to each other. And so I was telling her about it, and, I didn't intend to, but when I was talking to her, I got a little emotional and teared up a little bit telling her about it. And, I kind of told her, it kind of made me feel good that he called, and I was one of the first that he was telling about it. And I kind of told him to just kind of hold off on telling a lot of people until, you're through the first trimester. I told him how, our cousin Cord and his wife Catherine, they just found out recently they're pregnant, and they waited until, 12 weeks in before they said anything on Facebook. I said, just in case anything were to happen, you don't really like to announce anything too soon, whatever. Which I realize I'm doing this video and that they're only 8 weeks along and that kind of thing. I also realize I only have 12 subscribers, and I know most of you personally, so this is something I would have told you guys anyway. So I don't really think this is gonna go like viral or anything, you know what I mean? So but I'll keep you updated on how things are going. So again, I'm just asking you to pray that everything does continue to go well throughout her pregnancy. But but we talked about it and everything. But when I was telling Andrea, I kind of got a little emotional or whatever, and because it's sad to know that, I won't have my own child, but I feel like this is really a good opportunity for me, and obviously not a child of my own to raise, but a child that I can kind of spoil and spend time with and be more active in their life, because I feel like, I'm not going to lie, I'm not super close to Jennifer. I don't know her super well at this point, but I feel like she is someone I could really get close to and really become good friends with. And we get along great when we are around each other, and we do spend time together, and we chat and talk, and she's really down to earth and friendly. So I don't feel like there's going to be an issue there. I know Christian is not going to ever be opposed to me coming by, and whether the kid's a baby, a toddler, 5 years old, 10 years old, wouldn't have a problem with me picking him or her up to go take him to the park, take him to the movies, come hang out at our house. I feel like he would trust me 100% with his child, that kind of thing. I just feel like, it's just kind of like a good thing for me, a positive thing for me, of course, as well as Christian, obviously, that he gets to have a child because he's wanted a child. Even though he says he's a little freaked out and scared. But, I mean, that's true of anybody when they're first time becoming a parent. You know, you're excited, but you're also a little worried and scared. He's like, I don't think I'm ready for this financially and mentally. And I said, nobody's ever ready financially unless you're, you know, a big-time celebrity, doctor, lawyer, somebody's got a bankroll, you know, a lot of money. But I said, but you'll be fine, you know. I said, we'll help when we can and things like that. I said, the kid's not going to starve or anything like that. I said, we'll be fine. And I said, y'all will be fine, baby will be fine, all that. I said, you know, but anyhow, but Andrea, she kind of, you know, told me that she felt like this was kind of my chance to have a child in my life to help raise. I mean, and again, not in some crazy psycho stalker way. I'm not this crazy aunt you're going to see on a Lifetime movie one day. I'm not going to go steal their child. Please don't think that. Now I might go, like, get the kid if they need a break. I don't mind going and keeping the child overnight or for a few hours or whatever. I'm totally fine with babysitting, you know, or something of that nature. But, you know, but I mean, to truly be like an active part, because I haven't had that, you know, with my nephews, because I guess they're just so involved with my sister-in-law's family, you know, and they're always available, so they tend to just, you know, take them to the grandparents on that side of the family. And, yeah, there's been a few times I've gone over their house to babysit over the years and stuff like that, but just not as much. So I just feel like I'll be closer to Christian's child, you know. I just feel like I'll see them more often and be a bigger part of their life, kind of, you know. And it's just kind of exciting, you know, something to look forward to. And, you know, anyway, so I'm just excited about it, and I joked and I told Andrea that, and I actually have since told Christian. I told Andrea first, but then I told Christian, I said, we're going to have to talk about names, because I said, you can't, I said, I have to approve names. I said, you're not going to name my niece or nephew something crazy, off the wall, ridiculous, that nobody can pronounce or spell, or that doesn't make any sense, you know. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. He's like, I figured, you know, I'd come up with the first name, and you, meaning me, you could maybe pick out the middle name. And I'm like, you're forgetting something here. I said, the baby's mom may want to have something to do with naming him or her. And he's like, oh, yeah. It was really kind of funny. But no, I don't intend to pick the child's name out. I was really kind of joking with him, but at the same time, I'm kind of serious too. You guys know, if you've known me for any length of time, or you've watched any of my videos in the past, where I've done, like on my old channel, when I did videos about baby names that I liked and stuff like that, I'm serious about names. You're not going to name him or her something like god-awful, you know what I mean? It's got to have some kind of, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to have some big meaning or whatnot, but it has to sound good, make sense, just not something ridiculous, and sound good with the last name. Because his last name ends with ER, so you can't have, like, I was watching a video and they had the name Wilder, and I think that's a cute name for a little boy, but it just doesn't sound good because his last name ends in ER, so, like, it wouldn't fit, you know what I mean? Those are things you got to think about. These are the things I'm going to have to point out to these two. But anyway, I just wanted to share the news, and like I said, please continue to pray that everything goes well, and pray for my uncle and his surgery today, and my stepdad and his procedure coming up on Friday. I will keep you posted about Jennifer and the pregnancy and the baby, and just wanted to share the news. Sorry if I was a little scatterbrained and jumping here and there, back and forth a little bit, but yeah. Basically, that's the news, and I just wanted to kind of clue you guys in and say I'm going to be an aunt again. I guess I never really stopped being an aunt, but, you know, that's what people say, I guess, when they're expecting another niece or nephew. So, there you have it. I will talk to you later. I hope you have a great night. And I may do another video soon because I found some Happy Planner items on clearance at Walmart over the weekend, and I should have done a video then so I could pass that on to you in case it was on clearance at your Walmart, but sorry, I didn't. Alright, take care. Bye, guys.